affect the cooking time. I hope the food is not ready by now yet.
Don't tip, don't tip,
No,
don't tilt.
it's okay. We are still waiting for the guests to try our food. It's gonna get cold. We need to serve it straight away.
Kim and Sung are about to serve their food, and we're here to judge Kim and Sung's food.
That's great. Can't wait.
Respect.
I've calmed down a lot. I'm going to come back to the table. I just really hope that Sonia and Hadil can just sit there and be nice for Kim and Sung's sake.
They don't belong in top 8 because they can't cook.
Hadil.
Stop talking.
You stop talking. You stop talking. Why are you talking?
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? Don't you get involved? Keep your mouth closed. This is not your argument.
You've involved us. You've just started yelling at the table.
Guys, it's Kim and Sung's home.
I don't care.
You're at their home.
Shut up, Josh.
Teams,
Shut up, Josh.
have respect.
Stay out of it. Don't let me come for you. Stay out of it.
Don't threaten me.
Bit of a subtle threat, doesn't go astray.
We'll come for you too. Don't you worry.
I actually saw Sonia and Hadil's true colours tonight. You don't threaten anybody.
And I'll come for you, and I'll come for you, and I'll come for you because you're all disrespectful.
Teams, please, please.
That's what you are.
Enough.
So, I don't think I'd be wanting to sit at that dinner table. Look, we know that scene was a little bit contrived in the way that they emphasised the conflict through the music and the production. But conflict is something that happens in our everyday lives. And what we're going to look at this lesson is the causes of conflict, the conflict resolution process, and the outcomes of conflict.
Causes of conflict. An individual may experience indecision relating to prioritising short or long-term goals. For example, saving for a new car versus going on a family holiday. An exuberant and loud individual may cause a shy, withdrawn person to feel threatened. A young, single-income family may experience conflict when deciding on resource allocation. A person who sits and watches television instead of communicating with their partner may feel isolated. Teenagers who value the company of friends will experience conflict when they are grounded or have their phone taken away. A working parent may experience conflict in juggling many roles and responsibilities at work and home. Conflict can arise in everyday situations, even over a baguette of bread. Conflict resolution is not about making conflict go away. Rather, it involves implementing strategies that allow individuals and groups to deal with the conflict in a manner that mutually benefits each party. The first step in the conflict resolution process is negotiation. Negotiation is the process of discussion between two or more individuals who seek to find a solution to a common problem. If agreement cannot be reached, then the parties can seek mediation to assist them in resolving the conflict. Mediation is a process carried out by an unbiased individual who works with the disputing parties to help them improve their communication and their analysis of the conflict situation. Through mediation, it is hoped that a resolution can be found. Resolution is the process of resolving a conflict by providing for the needs of the disputing parties and adequately addressing their interests so that they are satisfied with the outcome. Agreement is the positive outcome of mediation. There are 3 outcomes that can be achieved when resolving conflict. Win-win is where the goals of both parties are maximised. The needs of each party are considered to allow for a mutually agreed decision. Win-lose is the most common outcome and reflects the competitive nature of people and society as a whole. Lose-lose is where the disagreement is seen as inevitable, so conflict is smoothed over in the least painful way, with neither party as the victor. So how we approach a situation will shape the outcome that is achieved. When approaching a conflict, individuals can be either assertive, cooperative, passive or aggressive. An assertive approach is where you listen to each other's points of view and then state what you feel clearly and firmly. A cooperative approach is where you listen to each other's points of view and acknowledge each other's feelings, agreeing to work out a solution so that both parties are happy. A passive approach is where one or both parties choose to ignore what is going on. They withdraw or disengage from the process. And lastly, an aggressive approach is where neither party will listen to the other. Both people fail to recognise the needs of the other and voices are raised to talk over each other.
So now that we've learned a little bit about conflict, let's see if we can apply this knowledge to a real life situation.
Students of an elite private school will rally this week over the sacking of the deputy principal. Much-loved teacher Rowan Brown was dismissed from Trinity Grammar in Kew for cutting a boy's hair in front of other students.
Anthony, was there any surprise that Brownie took this action, cutting the student's hair on the day of the school photos?
No, I don't think there was much surprise, as he was only upholding the school rules and the school values, which he loves and cares about so much, and he's cut other boys' hairs in the past, so it wasn't a surprise to me, no.
Yeah, obviously today a lot of the boys are planning to have a protest at school, and I think everyone's wearing brown armbands for Mr. Brown, and we all think that the punishment clearly doesn't fit the crime, so a lot of boys, all the Year 12 boys are wearing casual clothes today, and I think our whole school is going to rally in the Oval.
Distressed and embarrassed with what has happened, and this event has impacted on his emotional well-being and feelings towards